Hey guys, Ladios here. I'm back with another unboxing and I'm so excited for this because my Beyblade X stuff finally just came for the most part. I'm still missing the Bay Battle Pass, which no one really has unless they were in Japan at the moment. So yeah, we're all waiting on that. But it took a while for all of this to arrive. I don't really know why. I pre-ordered it too, but it still took forever to arrive. I pre-ordered it around June, but now it's September. So anyway, with all that said, guys, I am so glad that this is finally here. Everything is finally here. So yeah, I'm just so excited. I basically had gotten everything throughout the month. I was just waiting for the stadium to arrive so I can unbox everything. So been pretty anxious, pretty impatient, and it's finally here. The stadium's what arrived last-ish, kind of. But yes, let's get into this unboxing, and I'm just so excited for this. Alright, I'm gonna put my camera down and I'll be right back, just so that, you know, I can use my hands. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so got my camera on my tripod now. Yeah, I'm just very excited. I really do want to get everything unboxed. Sorry, I just woke up. Literally, I woke up by getting an email notification and then I opened it and it was the stadium. So I literally just jumped up, organized my bed so I could start unboxing this and just have a few matches. So I'm just like very excited. I want to, so that's why my voice is just like groggy right now. It's because I literally just woke up. I do want to unbox everything in one big video, but it's gonna take a while and I have something to do right now. So I'm just gonna focus on unboxing the stadium first, and then later on in the day I will unbox the rest of them. So while I was waiting for this, I also did get Night Shield, which I will also unbox later. I'm just not putting it here just because it wasn't part of this when I ordered all of this together. So but I will be unboxing Night Shield after this as well. So yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm literally just missing the Bay Battle Pass. But alright guys, I'm just so excited for this. Not gonna do everything in one video just because it is gonna take a little while, and like I said, I have something to do. But we are gonna be unboxing the stadium first because this is just amazing. So let me just get these out of the way. We will go over the packaging for at least one of them or two of them. We'll go over it quickly with this one since it's a little bit different. But yeah, let's just put these to the side. And this box is huge. Like, it is so big. Yeah, no, this is a very big box. So I'm really curious to see how big this stadium is, because I feel like it's going to be a little bit bigger than the other stadiums I have. So this is it, guys, the first product of the newest generation, Beyblade X. And even though it says BX07, it's technically the 7th one. I feel like it should have been BX01, but of course that BX01 is going to be Dran Sword just by himself. I did not buy the starter Dran Sword. Oh, and if you hear my dog walking around, I'm sorry, he just has to stay in the room with me right now. But yeah, so Dran Sword, I did not buy him by himself just because I don't think I need a duplicate Dran Sword, and it comes with the stadium anyway. And I also wanted this stadium rather than the individual stadiums because of the colors and because of the launcher grip and ripcord. String launcher. So we'll get into that a little bit later. Got no idea what this is saying over here. And then we got a very cool dynamic image of Dran Sword fighting a wizard arrow. And it looks like this is a red wizard arrow with a ball bit. So that's interesting. I think this might be one of the combo, like the triple pack combo, I'm not sure. So honestly, in terms of the packaging for this so far, I like it. I like its tilted design. It does make me think of some of Hasbro's Pro series base for Burst, which was also reminiscent of some Takaratomi generations. I forgot which one used that similar packaging, which is really cool. I like this kind of packaging. However, I don't really like the colors. Like, I love green and black and blue, but I feel like with the gray and the white, it looks futuristic, almost like dystopian futuristic in a way, but not destroyed dystopian futuristic. I mean more like bland colors dystopian futuristic. Or how about that? Just bland colors futuristic rather than dystopian. Forget I said dystopian. So this makes me think of bland color futuristic. I do love the lines we got over here, and let's just get Hell Scythe. So I like that they translate this to the starter sets, and well, we don't have a particular well, I was gonna say we don't have a booster, but we got Night Shield, but I'm not bringing him into this video. So so yeah, we got the multicolored streaks over here, which I really like how thick they are here compared to how thin here. We also got this black icon here, so it seems like this whole portion here is adapted from it. Now sorry, I translated into it, and then this section here as well is represented by this section here, and then the green part over here as well. So I like that they're keeping this theme, but again, it doesn't scream sports, but it kind of does in a way. I don't really know how to explain it. And we'll explain the sports section in a bit, but yeah, it's not bad. Over here we got this beautiful stadium, Dran Sword, and then the grip and string launcher, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know, I think maybe what I don't really like is the way that the Beys are. I don't know, there's just something about it that makes me feel a little cheap with it and bland at the same time. In terms of the packaging colors, but I don't know, but I still like it. It's still pretty cool. I just wish that the colors could have been a little bit less muted, I think, because like these over here, they're pretty cool, so why make everything else muted? But anyway, going up here, we got beautiful new logo, Beyblade X, and I love this logo. This logo is so well designed. When Beyblade X was first announced, we were calling it Generation X, but it's actually Generation 4. And basically with that, I don't really know why they just called it Beyblade X rather than Beyblade Extreme, because that's what the X stands for. But either way, it's pretty cool. Again, I just love this logo, and I find it very ironic how Twitter changed its name to X, and the logo is similar to this, but not exactly similar. Just like the black lines, the white, all of that. So a lot of people were making jokes about that a few months ago, but it's still very funny that it resembles the Beyblade X logo a little bit. And then of course we got Takaratomi, the Japanese company that makes this, and that made Beyblade to begin with. So this is the Start Dash set, as you can see over here, BX010 Start Dash set, Extreme Gear Sports. So this is what I meant by sports. They're aiming Beyblade X at an older demographic, so people from their 20s onwards, and not that they're not aiming to kids, they still are, but they're definitely aiming it more towards young adults and adults, which is pretty cool, because that's basically like the big foundation of Beyblade, people who grew up with it, but then also the new, the younger kids and, you know, teens and all of that. But there's still so much people from the original series or the Metal Saga who stick with Beyblade till now, so it's nice that they're trying to represent that to us, which also leads me into this, but we'll get to this in a bit. So that's pretty cool, and but that's what I'm saying. I feel like muted colors is very sports-like, but I feel like for Beyblade, I just wanted the colors to be a little bit more saturated. So that's why I feel like it it does resemble sports because a lot of sports imagery packaging for things I've seen is very similar to like angles, to the angles in all of this. But so yeah, it kind of does resemble it, but at the same time it also kind of resembles a Beyblade box. So that's what I meant earlier. In the bottom, we just got the logo, Beyblade X, the stadium, and the Beys battling. On the top, it is literally the same exact thing. On this side, it's the same exact thing as well. Alright, not much they could do there. And then, alright, don't really know what this says over here, but we got this beautiful stadium again, which is really weird that it looks like it's backwards. It looks like this part is supposed to be here. Because the extreme pocket looks like it's here, but I can see the the regular pockets over here, and then we got the extreme line going here, knocking the Beyblade to the extreme pocket. So that's going to take some getting used to in how they design that. But over here, they're talking about the X line and doing an X dash, and then we've got Dran Sword over here. Like the full Beyblade, it's an attack type and right spin. And then we got Dran Sword, and its stats, which is the blade, and then we got the ratchet, which is 360, and then the bit, which is F, and then of course string launcher and the grip. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. And then it introduces the returning 3 winning conditions. So outspin, over finish, sorry, this is burst, and then over finish, and now an extreme finish, which is pretty cool, which is what's happening here, knocking it out through here, through the X line. And then we got the 4 Beyblades here that is released at the same time as this. And yeah, that's about it. In terms of packaging, comparing it with this, again, I like it. That's interesting. So this is bird. We don't see common X over here to represent the owner of Dran Sword. I'm pretty sure that in the single version, or sorry, the starter version of Dran Sword, it will come with it. Also, the starter version it's like the same colors, but here it's more like neon for Dran Sword. The little face thingy is a little bit darker. The ratchet is blue here instead of white in the center. And then the bit, I think, is also slightly different color. So yeah, and then the starters obviously come with a ripcord launcher, and then it does advertise the X line. And we got a balance type symbol here, so the symbols are going to be on the side and also on the backs. So I guess it's just missing this symbol over here for attack on the side. But real quick, I just wanted to go into this packaging. I'm probably going to do this a little bit more in depth during this unboxing, but this is for the older generation, 25th anniversary, and this is Dran Sword. So for just like Beyblade Burst, in Beyblade X, they are going to be remaking older generation Beyblades in the new system, which is pretty cool. The back is very similar to everything we just saw. Oh, on the side it says 25th anniversary, it says road to 25th. Maybe they're going to do a very big event. But as far as I'm aware, it is already 25 years. So like the anniversary has already passed, that's what I'm saying. And yeah, but we got the Backpin Shoot Beyblade logo here, Kai, and then Dran Sword. So this is very reminiscent, I believe, to how the boxes for the plastic generation was. So this is definitely for nostalgia. Hopefully this Dran Sword is better than the Burst one, because the Burst one sucked. But yeah, that's what I meant by they're starting to aim more towards young adults and adults. So I've talked enough about this. I'm just really excited. Let's just put these Beyblades here to the side and let's get into this. I'm having to do this standing up, so if the audio has been coming out a little bit weird, I'm sorry. Alright. How do I want to open this? I think from this side, honestly. All right. So I'm just extremely excited for this, guys. Like, it's a new generation. Normally we have to wait like 3 to 4 years after generation ends, but Beyblade X just started a few months after Burst ended. Alright. We've got... Oh yeah, there's that code thing. I don't know if the codes are... There's a code over here for the Bay Battle Pass, which again I'm still waiting on, for the app. So I'm excited for that. I don't know if the codes are a one-time scan code like they were for Beyblade Burst. I think, if I remember correctly, Beyblade Burst, for its app, it had one-time only scan codes. For Hasbro though, they did something similar, but it wasn't one-time only, which is better in my opinion. So hopefully these are not one-time only scan codes, because the app is not available in the international market yet, which it should be, because they're saying that they want to handle Takara is saying that they want to handle this themselves, the international distribution of it, so rather than relying on Hasbro, because Hasbro butchered Beyblade Burst, and I made a whole video about that. What is this stuff here? Okay. So yeah, and also because that way they get more money. So they do definitely want to do this on their own, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. Maybe Hasbro will do their own version of Beyblades unrelated to Takara, but we'll see. Alright. So this is not going how I was thinking this was gonna go. Alright. Wait. Okay, that's the stadium. Where's everything else? Oh. Okay. So yeah, I just feel like Takatomi really... I'm so sorry. This is very awkward. So yeah, I really feel like Takara really needed to already release the app internationally. Oh wow, okay. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, this is gonna be bothering me. Let's remove that. Sorry for hitting the camera so many times. But yeah, I don't really know why they didn't do that. Because they do know a lot of people are importing. So I do wish that they did kind of release that already in an international market. But of course, I do understand that they do gotta release it in Japan first. But they could have at least announced if they were going to have plans to release it in a international market, the app. So that way, we would know if the codes are a one-time scan, that we would need to wait. So, because I would want this on the version of the app I'm using the most. Alright, so we got the ripcord and the string launcher and the grip. Got some little feet. We'll take a look into that. And then we got Dran Sword. I'm just so excited about this. Let me hold on a second. Alright, let's go with the stadium first. I'm really curious about this. Alright. That was a big bag and very thick as well. But here we have it, guys. The new stadium for Beyblade X. And this is such a beautiful stadium. The clear plastic on it works so well. Okay, so this is very interesting. With the Burst Stadium, you didn't technically need the cover because the stadium itself was still, you know, like tall. It seems like for Beyblade X though, they don't want you to have that possibility. I mean, you still definitely can. What is this? So for Beyblade X, you can definitely still have that option if you want. If you don't want the the cover on, which is fine. However, it basically becomes like similar to a BB10 with everything being mostly open, but the problem is it's even more open. You only have like these two sections right over here that will really prevent your Beyblade from going off. So it does definitely seem like they do want you to forcefully use the cover on this. But we'll take a look at this in a minute. So the cover is pretty tall. I've seen some videos where the Beys are just battling here, and due to the recoil, they'll just like one of them will just jump up and literally ride around on this ridge and then literally overshot Beyblade, which is really cool. Sorry. And then we got the little slots here for not the teeth but the clips. And then we got Beyblade X over here. So again, I feel like this should be the front because of it saying Beyblade X and just the way that the shape is. But I guess it's not. I guess it's just the back, which makes no sense because Beyblade is upside down this way. So, wait, no, this is the front. Was it packaged differently or did I just put it upside down by accident? Interesting. I think I put it upside down by accident. Let me take a look. Yeah, it was packaged upside down. Okay, so at least the Beyblade logo is facing forward. And seeing it now in person, wow, this thing is tall. Alright, so yes, it's a very big stadium. I don't think it would be wise to use this without clipping it in, given the fact that the Beyblade's hitting this so strong can easily make this wobble, which could break it eventually. Or it could even knock it off, so which won't be good. So alright, now we got the actual stadium itself. It's a very unique shape, how it's just so like you think it starts being like an oval, like a circle like all the other stadiums are, but then it like becomes an oval in the center. So definitely a unique thing. Also, and this is the extreme line, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of gears in here, a lot of teeth. And I also noticed that it looks like, you can see over here, these little clips. So it looks like you can actually remove these to customize them. Yes, you can. You can remove them. So it's going to be really interesting to see what parts they're going to release for this. And maybe some will have more ridges, maybe some will have less, maybe some will have zero. Because them battling without one of these extreme lines here, it could be possible. But there's like a whole indentation right here, so they might get their bits stuck in here, but hey, I mean, why not test it out, right? Alright, so let's just, oh yeah, and then there's a little like a slot over here, which you guys can see over here, but then there's a hole here, so it like alternates, except that this one for some reason has 2 points, and then the other one seems to have 1 point and 1 hole, so that's pretty interesting. And then they just snap on, and you just attach it back into the stadium, and then there we go. So this is really cool. I feel like the base though, I feel like the slope isn't the best, but I don't know. We'll see. And then there's a warning: don't lean in, because these Beyblades, from what I've seen, they are extremely violent given their recoil. So Yeah, you do definitely gotta be careful and not lean in when using the stadium. But yeah, this thing is just very, very thick and tall. So you gotta really make sure that you have room for this, because this is definitely a lot wider and taller than the previous stadiums we've had. So yeah, and then I forgot to mention, we've got one pocket, two pockets, and then the extreme pocket here, which honestly surprises me how shallow it is, or how tall it is. I thought it would be more shallow, and that this would be like a bigger opening. Like this wall feels like it's too close to it for the Beyblade to just come. So it feels like, let me turn it aside, like it's gonna come over here, hit the wall, as you can see there, and it could be bounced back, which is pretty good. But if it just gets stuck, then it falls. But I feel like there isn't enough like space for it when it falls. But again, all this will be in testing. So very, very big stadium. All right, now that the stadium is out of the way, I obviously want to get into the Beyblade, but let's go into the grip first. Actually, let's go into the grip first. And one thing that I was so excited, before we get into the grip, again, this is so futuristic, so clean, so smooth. This is a fantastic looking stadium, especially with the black X line. I know that all of them have this clear top, but that the base of the stadium itself is white, which is fine. It looks pretty cool, but I don't know, this fully clear stadium makes me think of the BB-10, and it also, I don't know, just looks so futuristic and so much more mature and just so much more sports oriented, I suppose you can say. Whereas with the white one, it looks a little bit more hobby. But not that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying I just really, really like this clear one, and it should make some very cool battles as well, since you can see more of the Beyblade in the sense of like on the sides and all of that and under it. And yeah, I'm sure the Beyblade is just gonna feel like it's just floating in air because it's clear. Also, the X line, I like how it's black. It really works really well. The ones that we have is a really bright red version, or like a lime green version. So I kind of do like this black one more. But hey, if you got multiple stadiums, you can definitely customize your X line if you want with different colors. So that's pretty cool. Alright, now let's get into the grip. Oh, and actually before that, let's take a look at this. Sorry. So it looks like this is an advertisement for Night Lance, which we do have. And again, I'm still waiting on my battle pass. It's pretty cool that this is colored, and that's right, there's no stickers now for Beyblade X. Talks about it not being compatible. The items, not compatible with burst base. So we got the items and a whole lot of instructions. So that's pretty cool. And then it's explaining how to set up the bay. Cool. Got this code. I don't know if this code is different than the code we got in there on the flap of the box. And then we got the little chips, which is what we use to oh, that's pretty cool. They have an X logo here. So this is what we use to just basically attach the Beyblade, the base stadium, so that this isn't just free and loose. So we'll do that later. But alright, now we can get into the rest of this. Alright, we got this beautiful, oh wow, this is amazing, this color. It's like, I knew it was gonna be like a navy blue, but I thought it was gonna be like a matte colored kind of thing, but no, this is metallic. This is so cool, this is so beautiful. It makes me think of the Metal Saga, when they released those metallic looking Beyblades. for Hasbro. Wow, honestly, this grip feels really good. This is a good grip, but and it actually feels pretty sturdy. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the way that this grip holds. And I got small hands, so for me it's pretty good, but I do think for some people it might be a little small. But it's a really well designed grip, and it's so simple compared to like the metal fight. Sorry, the burst one where it had that ridge already part of it. But no, this is just literally something to hold on. It's pretty cool. It makes me think of the Metal Saga grip. We do have this piece here, Beyblade X, and honestly I haven't seen any videos of people really addressing the grip or the string launcher, just the Beyblades themselves. But it does look like this part here can be removed, so you might be able to customize things here. And can you put it here? No. So I guess that this part is either you put it on the top or you put it in the bottom. I wonder how they're... So yeah, maybe this is for the left-handers. Could be. But holding it right hand... But yeah, I don't... It feels smooth. It feels light. And I don't know, it feels a little... Yeah, there's definitely a spring in here. Or something. But it definitely feels different. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like it is smooth, light, but with a little bit of weight to it because of this part. But the actual material, I don't know, I like it. It feels good. Except that it just feels very different. That's what I'm trying to say. The plastic feels different, but it feels good compared to other grips we've had before. Especially given how smooth it all is, it definitely makes it feel a lot better, but the plastic does definitely feel a little bit different. It's still pretty cool. Now, let's get into the string launcher. Now, I heard a lot of people say the string launcher this generation isn't that good, but alright, so we definitely got some... Okay, yeah, this feels a little bit more slimy. Actually... Yeah, like the blue parts are so smooth and then the black parts are matte. I think it's smooth due to like the metallic finish to it. And then this time we got 3 prongs and they went back to the Metal Saga prongs, which is pretty cool, which I prefer over the burst. And we got an attachment here, and I guess that this is where, and then here, where it's going to attach to the grips. And then we got 2 clips over here, which is where the Bay Battle Pass will go. And then just like how the original Burst Beys released with the Bay Logger, this sticks out, except not that much compared to how the Bay Logger did. So that's pretty cool. And then this definitely makes me think of how the Metal Saga ripcords were. But this time they put like a little protection thing here. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't really like this part. I don't really like the handle for it, mostly just because it feels very blocky. So it feels very blocky and not comfortable at all to hold. So yeah, the string feels rough, but it's nice thick. It's also black compared to the white strings we've had before, but I feel like it's a good length for right now, for example. So yeah, this is literally just how long it is. Yeah, there's like a roughness to it when you're ripping it. Maybe in time it'll get better. And I don't really think that this has any bearings. Maybe it's just a ripcord from what people have said. I don't know. And then this little window over here, as you can see, it turned black and now white. So that is part of the Bay Battle Pass as well. So they can scan the revolutions per minute. So how are we gonna attach this? So it looks like there's a lot. Oh, okay. So this pushes in. So there is a spring. I was right. So yeah, that goes in up and down. So there is a spring. It's pretty cool. And I guess that this just attaches on like a Lego piece. Okay, it doesn't click. And then it's just on. And it's not pretty sturdy. That's pretty good. Okay, now this feels a little unbalanced. There's so much weight going this side that this side here there's nothing. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be an interesting launching experience with this. Now let's test this out with this. Feels a little bit more balanced, but I do not like launching Beyblades like this with a string launcher. It's just not as effective for me. So I prefer it horizontally. But yeah, and it also just feels broken. It doesn't feel like it's following the pattern that with the streaks like this side does, because that's just really, really cool. And then of course we got it for left-handers. So pretty cool. However, I don't think that this yeah, because there's only one way you can put it, so I don't think you're supposed to be holding it upside down if you're left-handing. I think it's just this way. So I guess that this part, which I don't know if I mentioned it, does say Beyblade X on it. I don't think that this part is supposed to be to indicate which mode you are in, right hand or left hand mode. I think it's just for more comfort if you want it. But yeah, let's just try this here real quick. I want to see if it feels better this way now that the grip is attached. I don't know, it still feels a little weird, but strangely a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, I'm still just gonna keep it on this side. Alright guys. Oh yeah, and I didn't notice this. Beyblade X string launcher. So cool. Alright, all that's left now is the Beyblades. So let's go with the bit first. Okay, this feels weird. This feels so much cheaper than the previous generation. Like, it still feels high quality, but wow, this bit is definitely weird. In terms of its, I don't know, like it just feels so hollow and cheap. I really don't know how to explain it, but yeah. And it looks like it's so light that there's literally a little metal piece in there, which I don't think it's going to show up on the camera. But at the very tip, there's like a little metal insert. Then we got gears here for the X dash on the X line, and just a flat bit. But yeah, I don't know. This feels a little weird. Again, it's not bad. It's not like how bad Hasbro butchered the quality for Beyblade Burst. But you can definitely tell that there's a little bit in difference of the quality between this and the Takatomi Burst Beys. And yeah, this as well, this feels rough. Again, it doesn't feel horrible. It still feels like it's good quality, but it does feel a little bit cheaper. And it definitely does feel a little bit more, oh, this moves. Interesting. And it definitely does feel a little bit more hollow as well. Light. I don't know. Again, it definitely feels different. So, not bad, just a little bit cheaper, a little bit more rough, and a little bit thinner, I suppose, even though it is thick plastic. So I don't know, I just feel like it's still decent quality, just not compared to how it used to be. And oh wait, this does not look right. Okay, cool. But yeah, so in the standard version, this like beautiful electronic blue color in the center is supposed to be white, or like a translucent white. So that's pretty cool. And now we get the blade itself, which a lot of people have been saying that it looks very flaky, and that it doesn't look high quality based off of the images we had seen. Haven't really heard people talking about that after release though, but I'm kind of curious. Wow, okay, that's beautiful right there. Oh, the center of it is metallic blue too. And then the little wheel thingy is like a translucent aqua blue, which is so cool. I love that color. And then I guess Dran Sword's avatar is also slightly different colors than the standard version, but this looks beautiful. This makes me think of Storm Pegasus meets Dragoon meets Valkyria in a way. So that's pretty cool. This, I like how this feels, but yeah, the metallic finish, I do definitely think that the smoothness comes from the same metallic finish that they use, but that's really cool. I really like this metallic finish. But why is this? I heard that you can move. Yes, you can move this. That's pretty cool. So yeah, you can. Here, let's put this in here. You can move that. That's awesome. Yeah, now you can see it. Alright guys, let's just figure this out. So I definitely assume that these go together. Oh, okay, so I guess you do turn it to the left. And then let's just put in the bit, which is literally just, there we go. Now this is a beautiful looking Beyblade. But alright guys, let's just do a test launch. Got the stadium here. These out of the way. I have no idea how good this launch is gonna be, but here it is. The newest generation of Beyblade, Beyblade X, is finally here. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And he just went on the X line, which is pretty cool. Let's just remove this just so we can see it. That's cool. I might do some battles like this and see how it works. That's really, really cool. Alright, I just want to do one more launch just like this, just to see how it might go. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Not bad. Let's see if we can get him to go on the X line. I've been launching him very weakly. Alright. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Yeah, he kind of went on it right now. But yeah, I don't know. I guess you might not need... Oh, actually no. You should still use that cover because from what I've seen in the videos, the recoil from these is insane. It looks like he loses a lot of stamina really quick. But yeah, I'm trying to get him to go on the X line. I guess it's a little bit hard to do that when there isn't another Beyblade hitting him to go on it. So that's interesting. But yeah guys, this is it. The newest generation of Beyblade, Beyblade X. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. I'm sorry it's been so long. It's definitely been about an hour. So I'm gonna go and take care of some stuff and then I will be unboxing the other Beyblades. So until then guys, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Alright, I got the stadium out. Now let's just do a test launch with Health Scythe. I don't have the cover on just because it's not going to be a battle. So, got this. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Oh, went on the X line. So yeah. moves around kind of aggressively, but doesn't seem like it's as aggressive as Dran Sword. Also, because I forgot to do this earlier when I was talking about this, let's compare it with the string launcher. The string launcher does feel smooth like the ripcord launcher does, like a little slimy, but I feel like the ripcord launcher feels even more smooth and slimy and cheap compared to the string launcher. Not that the string launcher doesn't have similar feels, it's just it feels better, except for this part, the handle. I also want to try now to test this with the grip. So again, you can hold it like this, or you can put it left mode for if you are left-handed, which is like this. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, let's take a look to see how he's gonna launch with the grip. I'm not gonna do this with the other Beys I'm gonna be unboxing, just for health sight. So 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And yeah, it definitely does feel like there's bearings here compared to on the string launcher. So I don't know yet if the string launcher really does have bearings or not. But that was a pretty bad launch. And just one last launch, but this time with the string launcher, just to see the difference with all of them, with the different launchers. Not bad. Yeah, unless I did it really bad, I think he's going slower or less aggressive with the string launcher. But that could just be me, like, doing a really bad launch. So I'm not gonna really test it out too much right now. But anyway, guys, this is it. This is my unboxing for Hell Scythe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good day.